The mirror cards, a powerful tool to enhance your relationship, by Geoff Charley and Lidell. Are the mirror cards a powerful tool to enhance your relationship? If the gray-silver cards evoke their users in such a way, and that is met with further engagement, they certainly can be. Some might prefer the listening cards to this deck by Geoff Charley and Lidell for its use of symbols and clear messages organized in an easily discerned system on the deck. But the mirror cards are more open to wider meaning, and the kaleidoscope images on even the mirror card can be more visually appealing and provoke a richer experience for some. Rather than as amulets or thinking randomization is the universe or some entity other than yourself answering your divination, oracles function best as talismans or tools in completing psycho-spiritual functions. It is important that the mirror cards have the figure on the back over water in a way that makes it so a person can't tell which cards are right side up from upside down from the back. Too many cards leave a clue or make it obvious in which order the cards are from the back. When we look at the back, we can see that it's a 33 we can see that as a 33rd step of the attainment process. But it reminds of the myth of Narcissus losing his bodily wellness or life in his developing hubris from focusing on his reflection in the pool of Nemesis. The mirrored image on the back can be said to be a balanced straightening of narcissism. Narcissus? On the top card can be said to be the top card can be the mirror towards the perfected self-image and reflection of certain qualities. I remember someone's MySpace post about her diagnosis of being an inverted, malignant narcissist, and knew then, as now, that the individuation, identity, specification, relaxing, focusing, awareness in disorder, randomization, understanding, experiencing, and practicing of the exoteric, esoteric, and ethnic mythologies could bring her and others beyond merely being sufficient or successful in life. I took out and shuffled this deck for the first time in over a decade, on the first day of 1440 Al-Hijriya. I will attempt here to use the experience and theme of each of the 32 cards to express my beliefs at hand, and just show you the rest of the box. Before I go on. And a lot of these things, once you open it, the deck flops around until you buy a separate thing to hold the deck, but this bit here has a secure place for it. And of course the incense is not part. So, number 14, honesty. Reversed. The truth must sometimes be withheld, but we must be honest. Keep pure in what you say. 27. Sexuality Reversed. Sexuality is a power that needs to be under love for the condition of others and what is ultimately beneficial. Realize the boundaries of the inner pulse. 12. Freedom. Be free from externally imposed conditions by bringing out the inner source of freedom. Storms may wipe attachments away. 9. Communication reversed. Communion requires attention to the reactions of others. Make conscious contact. 19. Joy. There is nothing wrong with desire or joy in themselves. Enjoy the pixels that are meant to be enjoyed in the picture. 4. Anger. Be honest and careful in the expression of negative thoughts and emotions like anger and hate. Are you attracting or repelling by what you do? 5. Appreciation. Since childhood, we have known deep down that there has always been something to be grateful for. Make life more about beauty than pain. 2. Action reversed. Neglect and obligations tends to make life more difficult. Have consistency, and you'll maintain warmth. 6. Boundaries. Our identities are never the same as others, and there is separate influences. Be guided by the heart towards becoming a living word. 13. Friendship. A friend knows of and allows a friendship to be of people who are different. Volatile forces can interact on each other's terms. 16. Independence reversed. Independence should not be in expressing pride and preventing others the merit of playing their part. Every authentic individual is a star. 3. Aloneness. Our thoughts, words, and deeds should be sufficient. Even if we are alone in them, realize your worldly vessel in itself. 32. The mirror. The image in the mirror is what we make of it, but the spiritual and psychological brings in between us and our gazing surface what we are ready for, or will evoke. Be ready for your likeness to morph in an experience that transforms you into who can continue their ascent or descent. Minds, souls, and spirits await. 15. Humor reversed. Humor is not as fruitful when a vehicle of repression and escapism. Humor is not as fruitful when a vehicle of repression and escapism. Don't let passion and power overcome spiritual growth. 23. Reality. The reality is, but how well do we perceive and interpret it? As a druid, I know there are different levels or senses of truth. 7. Change reversed. Not all effort towards change is right. Let stagnation be its own blooming. 1. Acceptance reversed. My path is about surrender with what is right, regardless of my wants. Within matter is what is best for souls and spirits. 22. Objectivity reversed. Subjectivity is lost, and an imbalanced approach to objectivity. Is your perception inverted, or your knowledge backwards? 26. Self-worth reversed. Self-referral, instead of object referral, can lead us towards a proper sense of self-worth and how to earn better. Great power is had in self-containment. 8. Choice reversed. Judgment can be known through inaction. Let yourself out of conundrums instead of causing them. 10. Empathy. Empaths may project, but there may be those who recognize common ground with others. There are always factors that enable humans to function together. 21. Nurture. We are becoming what we are nurturing. Much may even be in unrecognizable forms, but we can fashion essentials of character and more out of what is there. 18. Integrity reversed. Integrity means knowing we can either do better or more good. Don't burn others away unnecessarily. 28. Spontaneity. Know your impulses and be ready for the unknown experience of their spontaneity. Become a spark in the realms of possibility. 29. Trust. Most will never be knowledge for us, so we should have faith based on what we know and follow that to have better beliefs too. The unknown can be trusted through that light. 20. Letting go. Abandon what is wrong, abandon what is wrong, regardless of what is liked. Abandon the lust of results in this world. If you look at what is right as what you like, without clinging, we may lose nothing important. 25. Sadness reversed. Sadness is often a product of complacency. Sadness is often a product of complacency, and ritual can make us feel well-being. We can become our own worst enemy. 17. Initiating. 17. Initiating. You never know what a state and approaching a station can do if you have not faced its initiating. Find yourself as passing through the circles of being. 11. Expression. We need to express the spirit of our true will through practices. The natural variety we have may be what is lacking. 30. Vulnerability. Reversed. We all have vulnerabilities, but we should express them in strength instead of weakness. Instead of weakness, don't let yourselves open to unneeded attacks by letting it known where to do damage. 31. Will reversed. Our will should be in submission unto what we worship, instead of just asserting whatever our will may manifest as. We are not entirely solar beings, and can be too much for even ourselves. 24. Responsibility reversed. Suffering is a choice that prevents what opportunity is left in the face of hardship. Don't disperse and shatter your ability to do what you are here for. And some who are superstitious like that will, or maybe obsessive compulsive, maybe it's not a thing of false worship or, other such problems, will say that your cards have to be in the correct order. Or they will pick some other order other than the, start to end order, however they determine that. But I don't believe that. So there I go. In even the opposite order of how I shared them. So the choice is ours in how we respond to and interpret cards. Some responses when we see stuff is, not so much a choice, but of course we can direct our thoughts and impulses with practice to a degree too. So this is one that I wish more decks to which I could communicate with did this sort of thing. Had as nice of a box, but the mirror cards, a powerful tool to enhance your relationship. Geoff Charley and Lucy Lidell.